party need 911. I found my wife Dina in our bed with her personal trainer last January. 20 years of marriage ended in a brutal but quick divorce, agreeing on shared custody of our 7-year-old twins. I spent months torn and bitter. Then I met Francesca at a coffee shop. I spilled my drink on her laptop. Instead of yelling, she laughed. That's when I found love again. Francesca was everything Dina wasn't. Patient where Dina was demanding. Warm where Dina was cold. The boys took to her immediately. She'd spend entire Saturdays building blanket forts with them. She learned every dinosaur name because my son Mason loved them. She practiced baseball with my other son Aiden even though she couldn't throw straight. Sunday mornings became pancake mornings with chocolate chips spelling their names. The boys started asking when they'd see Francesca again before the weekend even ended. They'd draw pictures of the 4 of us together. Our new family, Aiden called us. I hung it on the fridge and noticed how he'd drawn Francesca holding their hands, not off to the side like ex-wife Dina. Mommy's been very mean and scary, so she's in time out here, Mason explained. I didn't think it meant anything at the time. I could only think that for the first time since January, we'd be okay. Maybe better than okay. Everything changed when Dina found out about Francesca. First came the texts during my weekends. Who puts them to bed? What does she cook them? Do they call her anything special? I kept my answers short, but she kept pushing. Then Francesca noticed Dina's white SUV parked across from my apartment on Saturday mornings, just sitting there, following us to the park. The boys never noticed, but Francesca's hands would shake, buckling their seatbelts. Soon Dina was everywhere. Soccer practice on my weekends, the grocery store, always staring at Francesca, not me. She'd walk right past her like she was invisible, but her eyes never left Francesca's face. Then came the confrontation at the store. I wasn't there, but Francesca called me crying from the parking lot, telling me how Dina had cornered her by the frozen vegetables, taunting, "You're just a phase, a rebound. He always comes back to me. Always." That night my phone rang 17 times. Voicemails about the boys being scared and confused about Daddy's new friend, but I could hear them laughing at cartoons with Francesca in the next room. When I played one message for Francesca, she went pale. We could hear Dina in the background, not sad crying, but angry crying, the kind that you'd hear in horror films. Things went quiet for a while as the twins' birthday was approaching. Francesca planned everything while I was at work. Dinosaur cake and decorations and a bounce house in the backyard. The boys were so excited they woke up at 5. By noon the party was in full swing. Kids everywhere. Parents chatting, normal, perfect. Then Dina's car pulled up. My stomach dropped. She wasn't supposed to be there. Wasn't invited, but she walked in like she belonged. The other parents went quiet. "Time to go," she told the boys. I showed her the custody calendar. My weekend, my time. She ignored it and grabbed both boys' hands and started pulling them toward her car. They were crying and other parents were staring and Francesca stepped forward to help. That's when Dina snapped. She shoved the boys into her car and slammed the locks. Without warning, she spun and grabbed Francesca. Just grabbed her arm and yanked her toward the car too. "Get in," she screamed. "Get in right now." Francesca tried to pull away, but Dina was stronger than she looked. Desperate, strong. She forced Francesca into the front seat and locked the doors before I could reach them. The boys were screaming in the back. Francesca was pounding on the windows. Dina started the engine and looked right at me through the windshield. "Choose!"